One more again. We got. Man, y'all just bounce for a second. Hey,
2,000 for the shoe that I'm kicking. I flew in.
TBYS, we in the thing. Paid the rent. One more week. Hood respond. Oh,
Ice in my teeth, bitch. I go to the dentist. Fuck by no loss. I bought.
we in the building with my mans.
In shape like she work out fitting. Can't tell if I.
Morgan J, man, y'all say what's up.
Blue racks, pink 50s like
Hey.
showing that ass and trying to hit from the back.
We selling heavy narcotics today.
I didn't know if it's skin in my pockets get straight. Ground in the trap, I could get off the.
Okay, cut that, Rashad.
She kissing my tits. On me, I think she pick out.
Hey, listen, man. That's the way to intro. That's how you
What's
start some
up?
shit, man. What's going on,
How
Morgan,
you
man?
doing? What's going on,
Man,
man?
everybody in the building. I need everybody to say what's up to my man Morgan J, man. He's definitely
What's up, yo?
one
How
of
you
the
doing?
guys in
you
to
doing?
know in Hollywood right now,
Oh,
man.
wow. I like to hear that.
I mean, I'm glad to know you. I mean, from when we met, everybody was raving about you.
Oh, wow.
They was just like, man, you haven't seen Morgan. I was like, man, I had never seen the set before. And I was like, yo, you need to be knowing more about this guy, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So what's been going on, man? Everything has been good. How's your day?
Everything is good. I did my morning stuff. You know, every day we wake up. I'm always like tempted to look into the camera, you know, like
But do what
make
you
love
feel.
to the. But we woke up.
Uh-huh.
I did my yoga, my meditating. I practiced my piano, and I went for a run. So
Wait, hold on. You practice yoga? You sound like you real zen when you wake up. Like you're so nurturing. Like you have all this peaceful energy about you.
I need it because I got anxiety. You know what I mean? So like I do everything I can to stay.
I mean, when it comes down to your anxiety, like what does yoga really do for you?
Well, it's not even about the yoga. First of all, my back is like always hurting because of the guitar.
Right.
But it's about having a routine in the morning because it's like when you have the routine, it just makes it, you have some sort of structure. Because as
Gotcha.
comedians, sometimes we wake up, I have to have a to-do list and my schedule for the next day planned out. So that's why I do the, I'll wake up, I'll go for a run, do some yoga, do some meditating, just stuff like that.
How often do you, when you get into your yoga routine? Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I wake up, I ain't got no routine. I'm not a person that's really
And it
good.
shows. No.
I'm really not I might be a shitty person. I mean, when it comes down to being or doing yoga, it does take a lot. Let's put it like this. You got to go out, buy the mat. Everything is
Sure.
expensive. You got to go out, get clothes from Lululemon because you know they don't respect you if you're not dressing
Right.
up in a part. You feel me? So you
Yeah.
got to come out with the yoga often with the pants and all that shit. Then you got to go out and get the mat. The mat is like $35-$40. Okay?
True.
Then you got to unfold the mat, which is already a
That
hard
takes
task in
a
the set.
long time. Long time.
But maybe sometimes people are not really good at the whole because you got to meditate, right? Because you're on the mat.
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna give you the breakdown of time,
Okay,
just so you know.
okay.
First of all, I got the yoga mat for free from a friend.
Oh damn.
Second of all, I just do yoga like in an old t-shirt and old shorts. Third, I only do yoga for like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh okay.
I'm doing like just
oh.
some stretching to get my back
Got
going.
you, got
And then I do that for my I do like vocal exercises as well. Like right after the yoga, it's all about like stretching the body, stretching the lungs out. Like these I'm doing all this earthy stuff so I could be a better performer, because when we're doing an hour set, you doing an hour set, you listen, it's exhausting, bro. It is. I know it's lame, but I'm here making love to the crowd.
I'm
my
about to
boys.
say and we go and switches back. Rashad. I mean, when it comes down to it, y'all don't know. So Morgan and what he's saying to you guys is that Morgan in LA, he's established. I could say definitely been doing comedy for a while. How long you been doing comedy?
14 years.
14 years. So
Yeah.
damn near eternity when it comes down to
It's
comedy.
a long time. Yeah.
Definitely a long time. But you do your set, but you also incorporate music.
Yes. So just to give you an example, we got the guitar here. I'm gonna give you a quick little
God
thing.
damn, Morgan, not right now.
Not
I ain't
right
know. I ain't know he was gonna jump on it right now. But hey, let me know.
Yeah, let me get in that booty, girl. And so we do that for the first portion of my set for about 10 minutes. We mess with the crowd and yeah, but that's not how I started. I was doing stand-up for 6 years before I did that.
Okay.
And
So
then,
actual stand up,
actual
no
jokes.
guitar,
I
no
auditioned.
nothing.
Yeah, I auditioned for Montreal twice,
The Just for Laughs?
just for laughs, with no guitar. This was like 20. I was like 24 and 25. I auditioned,
Okay.
and I wasn't doing any guitar stuff at the time.
So when you audition for Just for Laughs, and y'all don't know, Just for Laughs is basically a big
It's like the Super
probably
Bowl.
like the Super Bowl for comics, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And when you were doing that Just for Laughs, you didn't get picked.
Right.
Both times that you didn't use the guitar.
Right.
But you used the guitar
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And you got picked.
Still haven't.
Oh, you still got picked.
I haven't even auditioned yet. I still haven't even auditioned with the guitar. I was talking to a friend of mine. Also, I don't want to talk any smack about Montreal, but I don't think, to make myself feel better. And people always tell me, they're like, it's not what it used to mean. Also, you're doing fine. And truth be told, there's a lot of comedians who never did it, who are doing amazing things.
True.
So, and when you look at the people who've done this New Faces thing in the past, like, let's statistically, what do they go on to do? Back in the day, you'd get like a TV show or like in the early 90s, even the late 90s. But now with the influence of social media and things like that, it's probably not, I don't know, but it'd be nice to have that checked off the box too, though.
I mean, definitely is one of them things when it comes down to when you doing comedy.
Yeah.
And going overseas, being in different places.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of them things where you just like, all right, cool. This is what you have to do in order to get to that next level. I mean, certain bookers, when they see Montreal, exactly,
on your resume, they're like, okay.
Bro, they like, oh, you done deal. You got to be funny. You know what I mean? Which it doesn't always happen like that, but still is, I mean, that's just a credit that you need. But, I mean, when it comes down to the comedy, I mean, do you feel that, because I've seen your set.
Yeah.
I've seen the reaction to your set from the ladies that you get from the set. And, a lot of people don't know, I used to be a singer as well.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I used to have a few notes myself, harmonizing do re mi fa do re mi don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me, Morgan. Just because
just in case. No, I'm just messing with you.
Don't worry. Hey, listen, don't make me break it out for you.
Okay.
I got some skills. I used to be in this group growing up. It's called the Wave Caps. And we basically had like this little 5 heart, beats kind of deal. And like 5 black kids. We didn't have the best hair, but we always kept the do-rag on. And it was like really one of them things where, you tried to get the whole entertainment thing, but it was back in Miami, so we didn't really
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami, yeah.
Okay.
We didn't really get any eyes on us. Where you from originally? LA?
Jersey.
Oh.
Jersey, and then I started stand-up in New York. I was doing stand-up in New York for 5 years, and then I moved out here.
How's that stand-up in New York special? Like, I hear, I mean, I've done work in New York, but open mic wise, like doing that chitlin circuit is different from actually going to a show and getting booked. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say this: you can get up. I feel like New York is like a gym. At least when I was there, it feels like a gym, and then LA is kind of like the where you fight.
Gotcha.
Like that. Because in LA, you're not just competing with other up and comers. You're competing with established comedians.
Right.
I mean, you could be on a lineup, and then Dave Chappelle could literally show up to a show, and that happens in New York. But here, there's more like celebrities who live here, like Sarah Silverman's and Zach Galifianakis. I mean, man, I was doing Chocolate Sundays. I got into the Chocolate Sunday at the Laugh Factory, and I remember I was supposed to go up.
Shout out Chocolate Sunday.
Amazing show.
Very show.
And then
all black show.
All black show.
It's considered.
I can tell you the story about how I got on that show.
It's considered an all black show, but it's not necessarily. I mean, it's considered the urban show, but it definitely has a big melting pot of people, all different,
and especially the audience. The audience is always,
exactly. Definitely.
But I was supposed to go up, and then Donnell Rawlings showed up, and then George. Why can't I remember George's last name? Like
George Lopez?
Not George Lopez, legendary George. You know what I'm talking about? He's in Vegas.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So he showed up. Why can't I remember George's last name? Anyway,
he always wears the backwards Kango hat.
He always wears the Kango hat. You know what I'm talking about?
I want to say George Wallace.
George Wallace. Yes.
That's it.
So George Wallace shows up. Donnell Rawlings shows up. So I get bumped.
Did I get it right? Did we get it right? George Wallace? All right, cool.
Yeah, I think it's George Wallace. But I get bumped by him and Donnell. So they each do like 20-minute sets. And then
that's over.
You know what I mean?
That's
but
over.
I went up with a guitar and we killed it anyway. We had we had a good set. So.
Was that so when you went up with the guitar, because a lot of people, when it comes down to doing shows and you're a stand-up, they take stand-up serious. Meaning like when they come in there with their jokes, it's kind of like a rap battle. We coming with bars, we coming with your jokes. And when they see you, you got the low key Matthew McConaughey look, got the sandy black hair, all friendly. and
an ethnic Matthew
exactly.
We're stretching it.
We'll get to you. We'll get you
Yeah.
your ethnic your ethnic background in a minute. But some people could be like, man, this dude, and you come in singing, prop comedy. Think of Carrot Top.
Sure.
You feel me? You come in with the whole prop comedy guitar, and you literally blow the room away.
Right.
And we all sitting in the back like
upset, angry.
I'm like, what the fuck? If I wish I could sing like this dude, you know what I mean? Like, so what do you say to those people sometimes? Like, all right, well, learn to sing or learn to play the trumpet.
Yeah.
You know, what do you say to a person like that? Like,
you know, I'm using, you know, I get that a lot. Like after shows, people are always like, you know, I saw you walk on stage with a guitar and I really thought you were gonna be whack. Like I really wasn't gonna like you, but I gotta say, you do it in this way that's like not cheesy. It's like so great to watch and listen to. And I'd go out on a limb and say I'm doing more than just stand up because I'm playing the guitar, I'm singing, I'm improvising, I'm interacting with the crowd. The only difference is like when I write a bit, I write the bit, I practice the bit, and then I just do the bit. Whereas like, and sometimes with my bits, I do incorporate crowd work into them. So like, you know, I can do some writing on stage with it. And it's not like I still, you know, I did stand up for 6 years.
Right.
And I
so
still
you got the backbone and everything like that.
And if you watch one of my sets, it still has a very stand up kind of vibe. And, you know, sometimes I'm not singing, I'm telling jokes and I'm talking, especially at the beginning of 2020, I was starting to do stand up again. So doing like half and half. Because people were like, you know, if you go up there and to do 5 minutes of jokes and then bring the guitar out, it's a whole other thing. So that's what I was doing, but then everything shut down. So then we just did the music.
How was your COVID when you went into that whole dynamic? You know, during COVID, everything stopped.
Yeah.
What did you spend your COVID on?
I had probably one of my best years last year.
Okay.
And that was mostly because
well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, I hate to say that, but
a lot of people, you know, of people get mad at you when you say, "Oh yeah, you really had a good year during COVID," because a lot of people had shitty times. It's kind of like, damn, should I even say anything? You know what I mean? Like, should I even say I had a good year? I should be down bad like y'all.
Yeah, I think that if you're a creative person or you work in the arts like we do, I think that you know, we were kind of I hate to say that, but we were given a gift last year because we're used to like not being employed and working from gig to gig, like so staying home and not work.
I've always been employed. I stay employed.
Sure.
Yeah, I try to keep a job. I try to keep you know, some income coming.
You got a normal like
normal day job, but it's hard. Sorry to cut you off, but it's just hard sometimes to not have a job and not have no income and do stand up because you know stand up. If you're not making no money touring and doing all that, then you pretty much just in open mics not doing
right.
Nothing.
And eventually, because I worked retail for almost a decade.
You work retail?
I worked at the Container Store, and then I worked at the Apple Store. I was a tour guide. So it wasn't until
you worked at the Container Store.
Yeah.
I hate the Container Store.
Oh my God, you don't even know.
It's just a whole bunch of containers, and it's all sizes, big sizes, small sizes, just a whole bunch of bullshit containers.
I used to have a joke about it. I did customer service, and people would straight up call in and be like, "What can I put in this?" And I'd be like, "Honestly, a whole bunch of shit, whatever you want, and the sky's the limit. Put whatever you want in there." But that is to say that like, I always worked these jobs that gave me flexibility to go out at night, and I was working until 2017 when I was 30. And that's the year that I quit, you know?
That's what's up.
And I took a leap of faith and I took out a loan, in fact, because I was so freaked out.
Damn.
But that same year, I ended up booking like 40 college tour dates. You
bet on yourself.
Eventually you got to take that bet. And worst case scenario is you lose the bet and then you just go back to doing some other shit. It's you know.
It's an ebbs and flows.
And then every time we got so to go back to what you were saying about the COVID, you know, back in March when everything shut down in 2020, I had friends who were like, and I'm sure you knew people, and maybe you're one of them who was like, I ain't doing no Zoom shows. Like, fuck Zoom. I'm not doing a Zoom show. It's trash. I'm not doing it.
Even though they have blown up, the Zoom shows, they definitely have blown up to where a lot of people gotten notoriety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To the point where it was like, I leaned in, so I waited a month to do any stuff online, more or less, and I like YouTubed and did video tutorials looking at like the best cameras and audio and lighting and shit like that, and then I just said yes to everything.
Right.
So by December of 2020, I had like 20 corporate events in December, straight from my computer.
Damn.
And it was just like a slow, steady burn, and even into like April, I had like set myself up as the guy who could do Zoom entertainment. And so that paid the bills a lot.
Well, I can definitely see the Zoom entertainment in your type of
Oh, yeah, it
realm of
works great.
comedy because I mean you come, you bring in the guitar,
Even
you
better.
you have easier jokes in terms of I come hardcore with it, so it's definitely
I'm softcore. I'm softcore.
He's soft porn, y'all. But I mean, when it comes down to it, it's basically one of them situations that like Zoom shows. If you come with, I would say you have more mainstream type comedy.
Yeah, of
in
course.
terms
Yeah, a
of
little like
your
broader
joke.
appeal
Exactly.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
when you come in with the Zoom shows, I'm pretty sure people are eating you up. 20 industry or corporate events is a lot, especially for a comic for sure.
Now they don't pay as much as a normal event would, but they
Right.
still pay, several $100s a show.
Yeah.
Some of them are less or more, but it all depends on who books you and how you do it. And I honestly feel like I came out of it a funnier person because I was always working.
Right.
And I tried different things. I streamed on Twitch. I made content.
You was doing gaming?
I was doing gaming, yeah.
Damn.
I was streaming on Twitch, Call of Duty, League of Legends,
probably-
doing covers, playing music, all sorts of stuff. And between July,
You was doing covers on Call of Duty, like you were singing on Call of Duty?
I would do
Really?
that.
I was about to say they're probably like, who is this gay ass dude on this?
I had vocal effects that I'd be, I'm in the gulag. I'm in a gulag right now. And so I'd be doing that, but I'd also have streams where I was just doing covers and making songs up. And I'd say just for supplemental income, just so if you're curious, between July and January,
Okay.
I was probably bringing in not a lot, like a couple $100, like $300, $400 a month. But that's just extra. That's just extra. And I'm not even doing anything crazy online.
That's dope. Shot. Can you do me a favor, bro? Can you bring up Morgan J's profile picture? If you go to the Instagram, like you go into the search, and we're gonna go up, look up his Instagram because Morgan been doing a bunch of shit.
Instagram,
yeah. You can look up your Instagram too, but Morgan been doing a whole bunch of shit, and I want to know why he's pulling that up. You said when you was working at the Container Store when you had to quit. I want to know when you quit. Did you make a big deal about it? Like, did you throw down all the containers like before you left?
If I'm being honest, so when I moved to LA, I was just working at the Apple Store.
Okay.
And I have a whole joke about this, about how I
That's
quit.
it, Morgan J. Let me see.
Yeah,
Yep,
Jay, there it is. Yeah.
Yep. There you
There
go.
I am. Jay, that's me. And going.
Oh, you going to Atlanta? Okay. We're gonna talk. You going to Atlanta?
Go to ATL. I got a one night.
Atlanta's gonna be as.
I've been there. I love ATL. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
got
God!
one
Shout
show
out to
there.
Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta.
Doing this a Saturday night, and then
what day?
Saturday night, July 17th, and then I got a show at the Slipper Room that's sold out already.
Damn, that's dope, bro.
Well, I mean, it's hard because like this last year has been crazy because I also blew up a little bit on TikTok because now I got 550,000 followers on TikTok.
Because you've been singing and doing all that.
I had a comedy special that I put out in May of last year, and then what I did is I cut that up into like chunks to consume online. And you know what? Can you go down and play? I don't know if the audio will come through.
Oh, it's definitely gonna come through. We
Go
high
down.
tech. We over here high tech in TBYS.
Go
We done
down
paid
a
the
little bit
rent
more.
one more week.
Look at this one. This one's a really good post.
Who is that? That's your kid?
No, that's my friend's kid.
Oh, I'm about to say, you posting your kid, your friend's kid? Or you singing to your kid?
Oh, you gotta put the little audio right there.
You drunk off that titty milk. You drunk off that titty milk. Yeah, it's so good. Ooh,
Hey, listen. Hey.
Oh God, dude.
And you got the light skinned eyes.
yeah, you drunk off that titty.
All right, that's good. Hey, first of all, titty milk is not that bad too. It does taste.
I never had it. You got a kid?
No, don't have no kids, but
Okay, not that we know of.
that we know of. But I do know some MILFs. Anyway,
Oh wow.
we'll get to that in a moment. I mean,
Wow.
so in the Container Store, you was knocking over shit. You was like, you know what, I'm done. You got to move to LA. When you came out here, you was doing comedy right off the bat, or you started with the guitar right off the bat?
I did comedy for a year out here, and
Okay.
then and that year in LA, I did an audition for Montreal, and nothing happened, and I just kind of hit a wall creatively, and I was just like, I'd done a little bit of guitar stuff in New York, but I had a friend who was like, you should really try this out, because I would just be fucking around with friends and stuff. And so I took a summer, I wrote 2 songs, and I just tried it out.
How did, when it comes down to the singing aspect, where did that whole, I mean, because to sing on stage, it does take ginormous balls, by the way.
I would shake when I started out. I was shaking.
So the first time you actually did it, like,
when I was doing it for real, like I wrote so basically, I forget what year it was. It might have been 2013 or 2014. I said, I'm going to write 2 songs this summer, and I'm going to go to the open mics and do shows and bring it around town. And it was a weird transition. I would shake on stage because I didn't feel confident, you know. Now I go on stage, I feel like a rock star. I'm like,
I know you do.
Do you know what I mean?
You came in with this. You come with the swinging that. You know when a person when they feeling they got the guitar right here and then they swing it around the back and then the strap is like right here.
Yeah.
Morgan definitely be feeling this up. I mean, when it comes down to the whole singing though, you come in this thing and what is your okay? Obviously, you know you got to make people laugh, but did you have singing classes growing up? Was it one of them things where you always knew you had a tone?
Sure.
Or this is something that you trying to, you know, because some people could do multiple things. You could do acting, singing. Like, what was your whole, I want to know the whole emphasis to the whole graduation.
Yeah, I mean, you know, backstory, I did piano for 10 years growing up. I did all-state choir in Jersey.
All-state choir?
All-state choir. So I was doing musicals. I was singing in high school. And then, and I would always just play guitar. I started playing guitar at 16, and I would just play for myself and sing to myself because I didn't think I had a great voice. And that was it. And then so I always sang, but I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, you know, because I was there out here comparing myself to like amazing singers. But then it took me a while to realize that, you know, it's not just being able to sing well, but it's having a nice tone and how you use it. So I've come to acknowledge that I think I have like a unique sound.
I used to sing back in the day.
That's what you said, but I haven't heard it.
Give me some. We'll play something a little later.
You know Craig David?
With the piano, right.
Craig David. Is that the same?
Monday.
Took it for a drink on Tuesday. Oh my God.
I was more of a tenor.
So you were up here. Monday. Took it for a drink on Tuesday.
Did we have a drink on Thursday? And on a Thursday and Friday. I don't know all the. I know it's the days of the week. I don't know all the lyrics.
Let me tell you something. In R&B music, days of the week, months of the year, and counting things.
One,
like a dream come true. Two, just wanna be with
Sing
you.
one more.
3, you know it's plain to see.
Okay.
You're the only one.
Here I come with my baritone. 4.
Repeat steps.
1, 2, 3.
5. Make you fall in love with me.
Okay.
If ever I should feel.
All right, we gotta stop that because you're getting
licensing.
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Because we definitely gonna get copyrighted. Because you sound like the album.
I
want to
like
hear
Brian
something
McKnight.
on the guitar, man. I think my audience want to hear something as well.
I'll show you.
I mean, some of the things when you come out and you start singing. Again, being a person that has a tune. Oh, here you go with the goddamn guitar. Do you feel you portray your music to the women? Go ahead.
No. My audience is like 60-40 women to men.
Right.
And so yeah, I mean they like the music, and you know.
I want to hear something, man.
All right, this is a newer song. It's gonna be on the next hour.
All right, cool.
She's got me in the friend zone, yeah. Hey, she's got me in the friend zone. She's down for Netflix, but no chill when we go out. She always lets me pay the bill.
Shaq, put me on split.
What?
No, I'm saying put me on the split. I need them to see me on my reaction.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Make me cry for real. All right, break it down.
Let me pay the bill. She's talking about a date with somebody named Will, and she feels the need to tell me every detail. She says he wasn't even that cute, and on top of that, he had too many face tattoos. God, I wish I could meet somebody like you. I'm like, damn, bitch, I'm somebody like me. She's got me in the friend zone.
Listen, bro, you gotta listen. Matter of fact, you got a nice ass voice, man. I like that little high note at the end too.
Friend zone.
Do you get? Because when you come into the, I gotta ask this question. When you come into the building, you playing, singing, and doing all this shit. Do you get friend zoned yourself? Like, cause I mean, you verify. You know, you got the celebrity status and somewhat. You feel me? When you walk into the room.
I get some DMs, not as many as you think.
Okay.
Not as many as you think, and nothing as explicit as you might think. You know, the most explicit message I got once was from some girl from Boston was like, I want you to have my babies. You can turn me into a cream puff. You can fuck me in my ass if you want to, and bet. No, I didn't do anything.
Go to the split screen.
I haven't been to Boston yet, so that's all.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna definitely see what's going on in terms of when you get there. I mean, those DMs that you get sometimes, and do you think that's attributed to your looks or your talent? Because
I think it's a little bit of both. I think I'm like a 7, but with the music, I'm like a 8.5.
Okay, you probably look about 6.5. But
okay,
I mean,
sure.
when you incorporate, I mean, you can sing, but when it comes down to it, do you feel that your brand is going to be overlooked, like just singing, or is it going to be jokes as well? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it going to be, the singing comic, or?
I don't know. I think I'm creating my own little lane. When I think about it, I used to think about that, but after this year, I'm not as worried about it anymore. I think my audience is finding me. And I think for the people who buy tickets to see you and buy your merch and buy your album and watch your stuff, I don't think that's important to them.
How does when it comes down to the women, do you feel like, does your girl get mad? Because you got a girl,
I got
right?
a girl, yeah.
So how does she feel in all this? Oh yeah, this fool finna go up in here. He finna be doing all this singing, making girl, all this, making girl panties wet. You come in playing the guitar and stuff like that. Does she feel or get insecure sometimes just by,
right,
being in your aura?
Well, we are what we would call like a non-monogamous relationship. So essentially, like, we both have the liberty to
go to the split.
We both have the liberty to experiment outside the relationship. But
we don't hit on something, y'all, right here at TBYS.
But not in like I'm not out here like finding another girlfriend,
right?
But if I happen to be in Chicago, Atlanta, and there's somebody in the city that wants to, whoever wants to, we have the freedom to do that, because it's like you said, my girl knows what I'm up to. I'm out here singing these funny songs to people, and like, a little bit of me sometimes wants to flirt and act like a rock star a little bit. Although, this is how ride or die she is. She said, listen, I don't mind if you hook up with other people. Honestly, I'm more scared of like the fangirls you hook up with and what they might say or do, or, you get caught in something. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Morgan. We got to go back. So I'm still taken aback by the fact that you said you and your girl are in a non-monogamous relationship. Now, I know it's 2021.
Yeah.
And I know we got, pansexual,
sure,
heterosexual, LGBTQ, everything, right?
Yeah.
But to be in a, I have yet to be in a relationship where a woman would be okay with you. I'm the girlfriend, and if you just want to go do your things with randoms on the side, you could do that too, and I'm okay with it. That's cool, because it's just hard. First, in the black community, it's hard to do that.
I feel like it's easier in the black community. They understand that. You know D. Ray Davis?
Rashad.
You know D. Ray Davis?
I do know D. Ray.
D. Ray got 2 wives.
Yeah, we ain't gonna put his business out. We ain't gonna put his business. I know.
I know that.
I know.
I opened for him a couple times. I met both of them. They're lovely people.
And I asked, lovely people.
I go, so how do you do this? How do you make this? He goes, yeah, I just live in my comfort zone. You got to live in your comfort zone, and you got to be open with everybody. You got to be open.
Shot, do you think it could happen? Just shake your head, yes or no. You black, we're the black community. No, he said hell no.
You don't have an opinion either way.
Yeah, I guess he don't give a fuck either way. But I mean, with that being said, it just doesn't happen. I mean, being in a relationship sometimes, you as a black man, and I can say this.
So can I? No, I'm just kidding.
most black couples are territorial. Most people are territorial anyway, but especially in the black community, sometimes like it can get ultra territorial to the point where, like, again, most women get jealous of you.
But what about like these rappers and hip hop artists who have the ride or die wives and then have the hoes on the side? They know what's up,
Yeah, but
I feel like culturally it's pretty. Nick Cannon's got like 18 children.
Nick Cannon does have
got like 18 children.
He does have a lot of kids, but again, that's so you okay. Let's put it like this. Put it in perspective.
Culturally,
Let's put it in perspective. Are you a celebrity? You got celebrity status, verified.
Okay.
But are you a celebrity to the point where when you walk down the street, even with your guitar, Morgan, people would stop and say, "That's Morgan J."
Absolutely not.
Okay, so with that being said, right off the cup, right there, we know that we're in a different lane in terms of how we conduct ourselves, how we ride. So with that being said, if you, again, applause to you for being able to pull it off. I want to know what the conversation was like. Do you sit them down and say, "Hey, I'm fucking bitches in other states"? Do you, what do you say?
But no, I said, like, but by the way, I should point out that it's not like every other night I'm hooking up with somebody else. Like,
Preface.
She spent nights at my place, and I spent most of my time with her.
That's your girl.
I mean, I remember I hung out with her girl, and I like usually early on when I'm hanging out with her, or towards the end of the day, I say like, listen, let me tell you what's up. I got a girlfriend, and this is the deal, and like it's cool, and sometimes they're down. Sometimes they're more down to hook up.
Really?
Because there's no strings. They could have fun. They could chill out and relax, and it's not serious. And other times they'll be like, honestly, I was really feeling you, and I'm not into this, so this is where the date ends, and that's what it is. But that's just part of it.
So I go to the split. I'm so envious of you. What's your background?
I'm Brazilian and Italian.
Oh, there you go, right there. There it is, right there.
There it is. Rashad.
See, there it is, right there. Look, now,
what's the matter, Rashad?
Look, now Rashad with me. Now we understand. We in the same boat.
Rashad.
We both. Now we get where you coming from.
Rashad,
when you say you Brazilian and Italian, we know that ain't gonna fly. It ain't. I mean, again, you probably come in sitting down. You probably start speaking Spanish to her. She probably don't even know Spanish. You know what I mean? Do you know Spanish?
I speak Spanish. Yeah. Well,
Portuguese.
no,
thank you, brother.
But actually, my father grew up in Argentina, so I do speak Spanish and Portuguese. Falo português, yo hablo español, sí, mi amor.
So you see, there it is right there. That.
Bienvenido. Déjame cantar
the
por
engineer
usted,
mad
okay?
as hell because
Yo voy a cantar por usted, mi amor.
He coming in here singing.
Ay, mi amor, mi amor, mi amor, viene conmigo, fica conmigo. Bésame, bésame mucho.
First of all, I didn't tell you to come in here and steal the whole show. Okay, you coming in here, you got the vibe all. I'm feeling a little moist. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got the whole soft voice, but to have that conversation with your girl, you had to sit it down.
Yeah.
And you obviously, again, like I said, you're not going to, doing other cities. I mean, in terms of frequency,
right.
you just smashing everything. But when you do go to these different cities, you basically had that
freedom. I don't want to feel guilty. And I should say, like, when you do the road, now I'm 34, right? So a good night's sleep is more important than,
definitely hanging out.
I'm
always home. Yeah.
I'm not trying to stay up until 4 a.m. in New York City to see if I'm going to go home with a girl. I got work to do. I got shows to do.
Definitely.
So it's literally for those times when, the vibe is immaculate and it just happens. You meet somebody and everybody's cool.
Do you tell your girl like right after it happens?
I'll tell her, well, right after, I mean, she'll know if I'm with somebody. Like if I got a date, I'll be like, I'm going to see a girl tonight. Rashad, can we do the split screen real quick? Rashad looks upset. I don't know what he's upset with. I don't know what he's,
He black, so it's just a struggle. You know what I mean? We just
struggle.
feeling it. But I mean, with that being said, so you basically had a conversation like, hey, I'm going out tonight with somebody else. Don't expect my phone call.
No, I'll just be like, I would like the freedom. Eventually the conversation is like, hey, I'd like the freedom to, hook up every once in a while with somebody else.
And she was like, cool.
She wasn't like cool. She was like, well, honestly, like I'm a little bit reluctant about. But the thing is, like, I don't want to air her business out.
For sure. Yeah, we ain't gonna.
But we used to we used to get pretty rowdy and do some wild stuff.
Okay.
With not just us, like, third parties and fourth parties. You know what I'm saying? And
on some swinger shit.
Not. We went.
Have you ever been to like? Cause sometimes
a sex party.
Yeah, like.
Yes, sir.
So when you go into the sex parties, like,
and I've only done it a couple times, and it's not.
Okay.
I don't know if like I'm that guy. But,
right. But I
only did it like 30 times. No, I'm messing with you. I did it like just a handful of times.
But when you go into the sex party, like, I want to know what the ambiance is like. Like, you walk into the room, like, everybody already naked, or like, do we get to know each other?
Remember high school?
You
go to a high school party and you be like, hey, she has a crush on you. Or that person has a crush on you. It feels like a high school party, and then let's say you see somebody you think is cute, you go over, you talk to them, you vibe out for a little bit.
Okay.
And there's that step where you get the number, but instead it's like, let's go walk around, because everybody's there with the same
mindset that we
and
about to get nasty.
an agreement that it's like, we came here to really.
Are you
something.
freaking in a mansion, or you like?
It
We say let's walk around.
This is a long time ago.
Well, I get it.
This was a long time ago. So I don't know. Like,
I'm just curious, because the reason I asked, and again, we ain't gonna get all in your business, but to be in.
But you gotta suck one dick when you go to a sex party, right?
I'm out. I'm already.
I'm
out.
just messing with you. I'm just telling you a joke.
I mean, you do what you
react.
You do what you can. You do what you want.
I just want to see how you react.
But as for me, I'ma probably bow out. I mean,
yeah.
Again, has there ever been a time when you walk into a sex party, just a whole bunch of women in there?
No. So
everybody typically has like.
Well, I'll
a couple.
say this: the first one I went to ever, it was a Halloween party, and it was more women than men.
Oh, I love that.
but
Everybody
they're
was in there dressed up.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't think it's always like that. And listen, there's like levels of sex parties that I don't even know about that people pay thousands of dollars to go to. For real, like nightclubs, like secret places. This legit. With very attractive people. It's a whole thing.
Really?
I don't know about that life. This was more like a grassroots sex party.
It's like
let's rent an Airbnb. It's like a rent an Airbnb.
It's like,
this is the mailing list. Send us a photo, and
we'll see. We'll let you know if we
if
we really want you in there.
But they're usually like nice places.
I mean, being in a sex party. I mean, again,
it's definitely easier as a guy to go with a girl.
I was just about to say that. Like,
show up solo is kind of
right. They be like, this guy's
because you want a girl with you to do the fishing for you.
Really? So you send the girl out as the bait. You be like, yeah, I like that one over there.
It's
Bring
just
it back
girls
to me.
trust girls more than they trust the guy. We skeevy, So like, say I'm here with my boyfriend and like we're just hanging out. If you want to come hang out with us, and it's like a thing. It's easier that way.
Morgan done this before. He does like 2 or 3, 4 times. I mean, I ain't mad at you.
I'm just saying,
that's
I
really
think
one of them situations that I wish I'm living vicariously through you for real.
In like a heteronormative situation,
for sure.
Yeah, not everybody. I feel like I think like 1 in 6 people under 25. I think is like bisexual or something now.
Really?
Yes, it's some statistic like that I read.
Damn, that's deep. I mean, being able to do that. Do you think when you there, are you like on a lot? I don't want to get all in your business like that. That's what I'm saying. Like on a lot of drugs. Everybody smoking weed. Like everybody got PCP,
drugs,
little cocaine.
There's cocaine. There's weed. There's alcohol. But I don't really fuck with cocaine. I smoke weed from time to time. I treat weed like a glass of wine. It's like.
It's like you get your.
Oh, by the way, speaking of weed,
I was just about to say, that's why the reason I brought it up.
And nobody's talking about Michael Phelps with his weed. What was the story with Michael Phelps? Because they found out he smoked weed. Did they take the medals away from him?
No, they did not.
They didn't take the medals away from him, right?
No, they did not.
So she can't even compete. It's bullshit.
No, it definitely is bullshit. I mean, if y'all don't know what he's talking about, I mean, Sha'Carri Richardson, definitely one of the Olympic runners in the 100 meters, was suspended. She ain't gonna be able to run the 100 meters in Tokyo because she was tested positive for marijuana. Now, Morgan definitely feels strongly about it, and I feel strongly about it as well. I mean, come on, marijuana. I think everybody today, that's kind of like one of them situations where everybody is probably doing it. I won't say everybody's doing this. People don't all smoke weed, but it's really one of them substances that's, come on, like really, it's been so frowned upon for so long, and now everything is recreational. You can go to a dispensary and buy weed.
You can go to a store. You can go to Apple. You can go to like the Apple store of weed.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate.
And again, like you said with Michael Phelps, the man damn near, he probably got the burning bush in his backyard. Okay, and to be able to smoke a lot and still go out and perform, I think it's really not about the smoking.
Medal. Goddamn.
If you can smoke weed and then go out and perform at your highest level in terms of swimming, running, cross country, discus, Olympic type shit, then I really feel like you should just go ahead and
was it even like and the problem is also, right? While maybe she smokes a blunt or a joint or whatever, there's a good chance that she's probably doing like edibles or like CBD or something, and then that just shows up in your bloodstream. And because athletically, like I take CBD for my back. You know what I mean? And it has a little bit of weed in it.
It has no THC in it, right?
It's like 20-1 THC to CBD.
Gotcha.
Because with CBD, like it actually helps if there's a little bit of weed in it because it like activates or some shit like that. I don't know. But I mean, I microdose on mushrooms. I mean, it's like
How's the shrooms? I think sometimes I
shrooms
heard
are
like the
shrooms
shrooms
are fantastic. Bro. They're truly. Do you ever do
the
shrooms,
way
Rashad? Shrooms are absolutely
Shut up,
fantastic.
like we don't do no hard drugs like that. Only
Mm.
marijuana,
And
a
Hennessy.
little Hennessy, Coke 45, shit
Mm.
like that. You know what I mean?
No, mushrooms are incredible, bro.
Is it? I hear it's something better
It
about.
makes you a
And
better
we don't
person.
condone it. We don't condone it here. But if you got to do it, hey, fuck it, live. I'm living vicariously through you. But when you do it, how do you do it? Do you just put it in a or do you?
I've done it in multiple ways. Like I usually put it in a
tea?
smoothie, like a fruit smoothie.
Okay,
It's
you
don't
put
even
mushrooms
taste
in a fruit in a.
it. You don't even taste it.
Really?
Yeah, nice little fruit smoothie. It's like it's great.
I
I
guess.
did it 2 weeks ago. It was amazing.
But I hear you can get like a real enlightening when you are in there and you like
Yeah.
on shrooms. But I know also if you take too much, that might be your last smoothie.
Well, here's the thing. You could always you can't take less, but you could always take more. So that's why you start out with a little bit, maybe you do a little bit more and a little bit more. I took a tiny bit this morning in my smoothie,
Okay.
like half a cap.
But I heard also it's like you got all these like stems and shit that's pretty much attached to the
Doo-doo.
mushroom and stuff like that. Like
yeah, grows out
like
of
a-
doo-doo.
I mean, again, it grows out of the ground, so I
Yeah.
get that. But the fact that like weed, you buy it, grind it up, put it in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
blunt, send
natural.
put it in paper on your way. It's really like no long. And I guess they do have like the stemming, the cutting of the weed and stuff like
Yeah.
that in dispensaries. But to get that. I seen shrooms before, and somebody tried to sell it to me, and it was like a big ass stem in a bag and a Ziploc. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Well,
too much.
Here's the thing about mushrooms. It's not a drug that you immediately want to do like
Right.
tomorrow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like you have an experience, you come away being a different person a little bit, something in you changes. And the best way I saw it described in an image was like what happens is your brain is flooded with serotonin. And so what happens is because it's flooded, all the like the neural pathway, you make new neural pathways.
Oh, really?
So new ways of thinking and connections are made. So now if you're somebody who has a history of mental illness in your family, like schizophrenia or severe anxiety, depression or something, and you've never experienced that,
Mhm.
there has been like some instances of that being triggered in the person. But that's like that doesn't happen often. And even now there's studies being done and journals coming out about the benefits of people going off Klonopin or Xanax or these pills and opting into mushrooms
Right.
because it treats PTSD, anxiety, and all that.
So
stuff.
it's a much more healthier way to
it's natural.
counteract, right? And healthier and grows out of the ground. So it's more
We
so,
should do it.
yeah.
We should do it. You should do it.
I'm still
It's
gonna
like-
bow out. I'm
You
gonna
drink?
take it. I drink a little bit occasionally. I
Yeah.
drink when it's time, 1 or 2 drinks. I was drunk at my sister's birthday party, but that was the last time I drank. That was about 3
You
weeks
ever
ago.
throw up?
I have thrown up at a club. I went to a
Yeah.
club, got drunk with these with these white people. It was actually
Yeah,
one of
they
the
go
best times
hard.
I've ever had.
Wow.
I went to a club downtown Los Angeles. I had one drink. My boy, he used to be a like a representative. He used to buy or give Patron to a club. So he'll
yeah,
go in like
distributor of some
sell
sort,
right.
yeah.
He'll sell the actual merchandise in cases, mass,
yeah.
and to the club. So as he's selling, we going out and partying.
yeah.
As we going in there and partying, I had 1 drink, 2 drink, 2 drink turned into 3. Next thing you know, I had 7 drinks, but I didn't even feel it until I walked
Yeah,
outside.
and everything's spinning and shit.
Man, I threw
Yeah.
up right there on the street.
Yeah.
Didn't even feel it. I mean, but I would say you got to be careful, especially with using, the shrooms and the weed and stuff like that, because people out here get you. I mean, we
Get you with what? Like what's a bad drug or like they'll
pull it up, shot. Police say this woman, man, you out here about to be in Atlanta.
Oh, I see.
You out here, on shrooms, trusting people
Wow.
with weed and stuff like that. I don't know if you can enlarge it in a little bit more, shot.
Who's she on a
But
date with? Who's do you show this?
basically, it
she stole
say the
this guy's jewelry?
police, right? This lady in Atlanta, which you will be going in the next few weeks, basically stole $1 million in jewelry while she was on a date with somebody. Dude said that the man cleaned her out. He took her back to the hotel after a night on the town. The man told police his jewelry is worth $1 million, which is probably a lie.
Yeah.
We gonna say it. It's definitely not $1 million, but he definitely trying to
Yeah.
get it for the insurance. Let's put it out
Yeah.
there like that. 2, and then it said, like, again, the man put his jewelry in the hotel safe. When he woke up, he said the
Yeah.
jewelry and the woman was gone. She probably took the whole goddamn safe.
I hope it was worth it.
I mean, it's really one of them situations. No, obviously it's not worth it, especially if your jewelry is worth $1 million. You think that little bit of box? I mean, look at her. I mean, she might be bad. She might be cute or whatever, but nothing is worth that money that you got stolen, bro.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. I'm just looking at her. I'm thinking maybe I don't know.
She is a light-skinned red bone. Listen, those get you in trouble in terms of when you out. I mean, them dark-skinned women do get you in trouble too, especially if she's thick and she bad. But, you know, being in that situation, like, how would you handle that if you, again, superstar comedian, traveling from state to state, you singing, doing all this, ooh, la-di-da-dee-dee-dee,
Yeah.
do-re-mi, and then all of a sudden, you wake up in the morning, your whole guitar gone, your jewelry's gone.
I would never put myself in that situation. That's not more. I'm too smart for that.
That's good.
And also, I wouldn't. I don't know if I would walk around with $1 million of jewelry on me.
That is stupid.
I'm Brazilian, and in Brazil, if you go to Brazil, you go flip flops and a t-shirt. You don't wear watches, nothing. They'll.
I hear that. I hear that. And Brazil is like super third world country-ish in terms of how people are living out there. Like my family is Jamaican, so when I go, the last time I've been to Jamaica is probably like 4 years ago. They got slums.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Who had this comedian had a joke about his family's from Jamaica. I think it was Kevin Barnett. He passed away. But he was. I might be thinking of somebody else. But basically, there's all these people that travel to Jamaica or the Bahamas or the Virgin Islands or wherever it is. But they like land and then they just go to the resort,
bro.
And then nobody sees like all the poverty in these places. You know what I mean?
If you are coming from out of town and you going to these third world countries, Dominican Republic too, if you go to Jamaica, you better not bring no jewelry to the whole vacation. You come out there and whatever you got, and your suitcase better not be flashy. Nothing that you have on better scream I'm a flashy person, because the cops are basically I mean, they're a part of they crooked. They're part of the whole conspiracy. They're part of the whole corruption in the city.
The way they see it is like, this person has money. They're on vacation. They could buy another camera. They could buy another watch. Whatever.
Right.
And what are they gonna do? They can't do nothing.
And they can't leave. And it's so crazy too. It's like when it comes down to when you see cops and those guys, they're at the damn gate. So as soon as you for instance, like when you land in Jamaica, you come out of the airport. And it's a gate that pretty much lets you in through to the country. Yeah. The police are sitting right there at the gate. You. No, not watching you. They checking every van that comes out.
And what you got.
And they open the door. Like they literally slide the door open. Let me see.
Wow.
Let me see. All right, cool. Y'all
I didn't know it was like that.
No, it's bad for real.
So that's why you always that's the whole thing about jewelries and being flashy. You know, there is my mom, I have like a $10 chain. I just started wearing a chain like last year.
Okay. And damn, you was shell shocked back in the day. You last year, 34? Damn.
Yeah, I just started wearing a chain just because I'm singing the sexy music, and I had I feel lame even saying that, but I had this like $10 chain.
He's singing sexy music, so now he need a chain.
No, I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna try to be a star, I'm gonna be a star. Or be an R&B singer, I got to kind of dress the part a little bit, right? Okay. At a certain point, you got to kind of like level. You got to be more than just the music. I feel like.
I mean, the chain doesn't do that, but I mean, I get what you're saying.
Not, even that.
You want to be more rapperish. You want to have
a little bit. You want to be a little bit. You know what?
I ain't mad at that.
I'm FaceTiming my mom, and I said, I got this chain. It's like, she's like, is it gold? I said, I don't know. It's like $10 from Ross, and she's like, you can't wear that. I go, why? She's like, people know. Can't wear that. What do you mean people know? Nobody knows. She's like, they know.
People know if you got like on fake jewelry, or they know that
it's cheap or something.
It's a cheap.
I guess, but
have you ever had the chain turn your neck?
What do you mean?
Like me, well, obviously it's your first time that you bought a chain, but I had a chain.
Like the skin?
Listen, man. Sometimes when you perpetrate so hard, you fake it till you make it so hard that you feel like you go into the club, you go into these parties, especially in LA, and you probably been in more parties than I have, obviously verified and stuff like that, specials being shot, stuff like that. Listen, I'm about to put your whole resume out there, but you being into the Hollywood parties, you see the chains and stuff like that. So when I go, I might want to have on a little, bedazzled chain and stuff like that, and it sometimes make your neck turn.
What does that mean? Turn like a rash?
Right. So basically, it's your neck. The gold in the chain causes a certain irritation.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it causes the irritation, if you sleep in it, then it's gonna basically make a print on your neck.
I had no idea.
Thus making your neck turn green.
Does it go away?
Yeah, I guess pretty sure after a few
I
showers and
take
shit
it off.
like that.
I literally only would wear it to like a party. If I had you know what I'm saying? And then take it off when I come back.
That's good. I mean, just don't get robbed.
I think
That's
the
all
only
I'm
thing I
saying.
do is I keep these are gross, but like when I do shows, I keep a pair of like clean sneakers in my car for when
What
I
kind
go
of
on
sneakers
stage.
you got on?
I rock with Reebok. I'm trying to get Reebok 85 Classics.
Hey, nothing wrong. Hey, nothing wrong with a nice Reebok Classic. Those need to be a little washed, need to be restored. But
No, these
I
ones,
mean,
I figured nobody would see them. So
no, definitely take them out. Let the camera see it. We like to show our shoes around here at TBYS.
But I basically have like 6 or 7 pairs of these, just different colors and vibes. And stuff.
Those look, yeah, man, you definitely need to retire those. I mean, shout out to the Reebok Classics. They old school. You know what I mean? They definitely one of the pioneers of the shoe game. But
yeah,
me personally, I had to go with.
Do we always show shoes on these podcasts?
Definitely.
No, we don't.
No, I do.
Oh, really?
I do. Everybody that come up in this bit, they know. Yeah, we show our shoes. Jordan 6s, you know what I mean? Infrareds, definitely a nice shoe, coveted shoe. Y'all check them out. But yeah, you definitely got to show your shoes, man. I mean, shoe shopping is kind of like, one of the things where.
Damn, I didn't even start dressing well until I was like 30.
Really?
29. Well, I had one of my closest friends. I always just wore a hoodie, and I wore the same hoodie and the same jeans. And he was like, "Listen, man,
that hoodie right there."
No.
Oh, I'm about to say.
But he was like, "You need to dress better. You go on stage looking like you're studying for midterms at a college final or college midterm."
I can see that. You
But
definitely seem like you still an undergraduate when I look at you for sure. But
sometimes,
yeah, you definitely seem like that. But I mean, being able to, you went to college, right? Or no?
I did. Yeah.
In Jersey,
New York Theater School at
really
at NYU.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what really got your whole chops with the whole stand up and everything like that.
I think they both help each other for sure.
Damn, NYU. I know it was a lot of no wonder you got this whole mindset, this I would say this liberal kind of mindset. When you talking about having conversations with your girl, with being monogamous and stuff like that. That's definitely one of them situations.
I also been going to therapy for now like 3 years straight, and I meditate every day, and that's been helpful too.
You go to therapy?
I do, yeah.
Damn, that's what's up, man.
To be able
to admit that definitely is one of those big things. Because I know black people for sure. It's hard for us to
immigrants too.
Admit.
I'm the only one in my family. My mom's an immigrant, and I told her went to therapy. She's like, "Why? Your life is so good.
Your life is good.
People don't even have feet in other countries. You
know
what I mean? And you're out here. You going? What are you gonna complain about me?
Why is that? Why is that when a person want to go to therapy and get themselves better, they always compare like you could walk, you could talk, you could live. Why? You know what I mean? Why they always compare to like, oh yeah, it's a dire need. To reason why you want to go to therapy. Well, sometimes you want to go to therapy just to get your mind and talk to somebody, right?
I do think. And
do you tell your therapist the deepest, darkest secrets that you got, or
he knows everything?
Okay.
Yeah, he knows everything. I think therapy doesn't work if you don't tell them everything.
I can only have a woman therapist.
Really?
I could really only have a woman therapist because
I disagree with you.
You really think so?
I saw a woman therapist. I saw a guy therapist. My therapist is a 40-year-old white gay man.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you why, because I feel like. No, I'm not
he knows a lot. He does know a lot.
But here's the thing: like, if I saw a woman, I'd be nervous that they have a biases against anything I say about how I might treat women or act with women. If I see a straight man, I feel like he'd have his biases about how I treat women, possibly, or men, whatever it is.
Okay.
But I feel like this person has just the right amount of marginalization.
The world renowned view of how everything is supposed to go. I mean,
it's not. It's just a little.
They have no biases, right?
They probably do have some biases, but gay people are marginalized, right? And so they do know a little bit about struggle and about acceptance and about people working to so, and they're also. If you have a gay sassy friend, they're going to be very judgmental, but also like they're more open and they've been through more sometimes with being accepted. So, I don't know.
So when you,
that's how I feel, at least. I'm not trying to minimize anybody's struggles or anything like that. You know what I mean?
So I get that. I get that. So when you go into your therapist
Yeah.
and you come through with a breakthrough, does he be like, yes, like
Absolutely
yes,
not.
bitch,
He doesn't,
I
he
got
does not.
you,
He does
bitch.
not sound like that at all.
Yes.
He
He's
does-
like, yeah, good job.
No, he does not sound like that either. He just sounds like he sounds.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, dope. We got 5 minutes. We got to be up out of here. Shaw trying to get off early, and we definitely don't want to keep
Yeah,
him.
we started late a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely did. Morgan, man, dog, I want to thank you
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
into
me,
the studio, man.
Thank you for having me.
TBYS, pound me. Before we get up out of here, I want you to play a little something for the audience, man. And send us on out, man. Usually we
Yeah.
go out with an outro, but
Yeah, let's go.
maybe we can play something together. Play something that I know maybe I could
Here we
tune
go.
in. I can tune in with you.
Why don't you let me lick your butthole? No, we can do
There it
something.
is.
If I could, then I would die in that ass, girl. Yeah, make sure.
I ain't licking no ass.
Oh, you don't do it?
I'm not really good at,
don't
I'm
do
not
it?
really good at the whole foreplay. I might, like I said, I might do the little
You talk
carpet
dirty?
munching. I might,
You
I
talk
do,
dirty?
I will talk dirty to a woman. Like,
What kind of stuff you saying? Say it real soft into the microphone.
bitch, did you pay the rent?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like,
yeah.
bitch, get your ass in there.
Yeah.
Cook something. Shit like that.
wow,
I go off of your personal experiences in home. But licking the butt, a woman might fart on you, something like that, and that's really not something that I'm.
Yeah.
That bodily function that they going through.
I don't know if this podcast is gonna age well. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna be canceled next week.
Hey,
you know?
we always saying some shit that might get us canceled. But Jay, I wanna thank you for coming again.
Thank you,
Hey
bro.
man, it was a fucking
For
pleasure
real.
seeing your work. And hey man, TBYS, we out of here, man. Episode number 9, I believe. And
Yes.
we staying rocking. Y'all make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know how you feel, and let Morgan know how you feel as
Yes,
well.
sir. Make sure to follow me, Morgan J, morganj.com.
Oh yeah, say what your handle is before I get to singing out.
At Morgan J, morganj.com.
Yeah.
And just Google me. Google me.
Hey, you can Google me, and you can Google me too, because I'm now being able to be found on
Let's
Google.
go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's for sure. That's big time. But we are out of here.
We are out of here.
TBYS, man. Hey, you got an outro for us we can play? Can we play the same song? Oh, that's it. Rashad said that's it. We out.